What is up, you beautiful collectors and Transformer fans? Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it is the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And now we're doing a twofer today because I got these guys in from the folks over at Big Bad Toy Store where they're in stock. And they are the final two pieces of the aerialbots to complete Superion, which at some point in time, I'm going to do a video showing you guys Superion. But if you are interested in picking these guys up, go and click on the link down there, and you can get these guys from the folks over at Big Bad Toy Store, much like I did. Today, we have Skydive, I almost said FIREFLIGHT, and FIREFLIGHT right here. The deluxe figures to complete Superion, an arm and a leg, basically. Even though, because of Silver Bull, and much like Motormaster was with Menasor, you can basically already create Superion. You just can't fill them out with the bits. Unlike the Constructicons, where you need to have all of them to fully assemble them. The difference with the aerialbots and most subsequent combiners after the Constructicons is you had a body that you could then attach things to. So, like I said, here we have Skydive and FIREFLIGHT. We have pretty decent looks at them here. We got a nice art of the vehicle mode, robot mode. You got Superion there on the side. You got the primes standing around the Well of All Sparks. And then you can see we have Skydive there in the back. Now, these guys are basically just repaints and slight retools of, who is it? Slingshot? Why do I always do this? Slingshot and Air Raid. And that creates a couple issues. Not so much here with Skydive. With FIREFLIGHT, though, there is a pretty big difference with him because he's a remold of Slingshot. The wings are in the wrong position in robot mode. They should be on his back, which kind of sucks. The vehicle mode looks pretty decent, though. Both of them look pretty solid and replicate how they really should look. Skydive's robot mode's not that bad. FIREFLIGHT's, though, I don't know. I feel like there should be more of a gap between the white sections there. I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that's kind of weird? But for the packaging on these guys, that's about it. They're pretty much identical. They are what they are. Got the little hanging tag, all that stuff. But for the packaging, that is about it. So without further ado, let's get these guys out here and see how cool they actually are. All right, so here we have Skydive and FIREFLIGHT open up out of their packaging and obviously in their robot mode. Now, if you are familiar with both Air Raid and Slingshot, you already basically know what you're getting with these guys. They're like I said, slightly retooled, obviously repainted, and for all intent and purposes, the issues that I had with those two figures, I have with these ones because not really much changes. The only thing that I think gets a little bit worse is with FIREFLIGHT. Starting off first with him, because he is a remold of Slingshot, he still has the same problem where he's got gigantic feet. Vehicle mode comes together really nice. Same thing with Slingshot, just has giant feet going on here. It's a different jet, and I think the wings are different. Well, yeah, these are different wings than him. But the other problem that I have is that his wings should be up on his torso area, not down here on his feet, which gives him a completely different look, I think, and doesn't really stay faithful to that animation, that cartoon look for him. He's still a decent looking figure in coloration, things of that nature. Head sculpt looks fantastic. He does look like FIREFLIGHT. I just wish they were able to do it kind of like what we have here with Skydive. Weapons, these guys, I want to say that these weapons are remolds or are reuses as well. I do not have, I've talked about this multiple times, I do not have a lot of my figures out right now. They are still in storage. So you do have these guns, like I think these are the same ones that we got with Silverbolt, or sorry, Slingshot. Like I said, head sculpt looks really good. I love the way that looks. I do kind of wish that there was, I mean, there is some red here. I do wish that there was a little bit more, just to kind of separate that look. I mean, there is a little bit of it, so I'll give them some credit, but I feel like that on that edge would probably be a little bit better. But that is a great head sculpt. All of these are really very well done. I mean, it is what it is. It definitely has that same look. It's just, you know, I mean, of the aerial bots, it's just, it doesn't really accurately represent how Fireflight looked. So that is a little disappointing, and I'll be honest, I'm trying to remember, I don't know, cats are fighting. I'm trying to remember how to transform this guy. Something like this. Oh yeah, that shifts up. God, I haven't transformed these in a little bit, so I apologize. So we're gonna rotate that. This is gonna come up, sit here, and then this section shimmies up. Yeah, there we go. I figured it out. I figured it out. That's gonna rotate and shimmy up, and then this will all sandwich in here, lock into place. And you can see that is, again, it is a slightly different remolded jet than Slingshot, which makes sense, but they can only remold so many pieces on him. Point these, we're gonna sandwich these bits together, kinda, maybe. Doesn't want it. There we go. And then hinge this up. This connects. I mean, but you can see, like, body-wise, looks very similar. Obviously, to Slingshot. Bring that down. Squeeze that all the way. Point this up. And this is kind of what I was talking about. Like, much like him, and you can take the weapons and you can put this underneath here. Much like what we got with Slingshot, robot mode, weak. Jet mode looks good. I mean, it cleans up really nicely down here at the bottom. There's not a lot of undercarriage or anything of that nature. So, for all intent and purposes, much better looking jet mode than the robot mode. So, there you have that. Now, obviously, he can become the arm. I think we have him being the arm in a lot of things. So this, yeah, this hinges down, something like that. Or maybe a leg. I don't remember, to be totally honest with you guys. But we'll take a look at that when we look at Superion. So there we have Fireflight. Skydive, again, because he's a remold of Air Raid, same issues. Great look on him. I do like this guy a whole lot more in terms of his robot mode than Fireflight. But great head sculpt as well. Got that very orange look. Actually, some paint for the eyes. Nice Autobot logo right now. I do love how they got this section here. All of them have it where it kind of replicates how this section would hinge down for the G1 figure and connect there. This, oh yeah, he's an arm because he folds back to create the legs form because these bits tab in here. But again, much the opposite of what we got with Fireflight. Skydive robot mode looks really good. This jet mode, that kind of gets a little funky looking, whereas this guy cleans up very nicely on the bottom and has the big giant feet. His feet are not nearly as big, and the underside of them really does kind of look funky on them. But overall, like, still very, very good. It is what it is. So again, transformation, not going to overly focus on it. We know the transformation because we've seen the figure before. That tucks away. You get these out of the way, and then these literally just come down here and tab in along the side right there. And then whole leg situation. Pull that up, pull that down, and then this comes up. Wait, did I do that right? Oh yeah, because that folds in there. Come on, hold on. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Pop that out. And bring that. Ah. Pop you. There we go. Bring that over. Bring. That's really stiff. Get these wings out of the way. Sandwich you. That. Lock down. There. And then this whole bit here. And there you go. Lock that in. Put that all in there. And again, that is just not happy with that. That's just way too clunky, way too big down here. Robot mode looks great. This is a separate piece as well. You can remove that. Kind of like how Air Raid has that on the side bits. So they remolded the back section for him. It's just unfortunate that you know, good jet mode, jet mode, good robot mode, robot mode. So there's that. You know, and ultimately, is the aerial bots, half of them are good, half of them aren't. Well, I shouldn't say that, because like Silverbolt's actually really good, but the limbs are a little bit weaker, I think. So at the end of the day, the aerial bots here are far better than the Combiner War ones. Where's the whatever. So they're much better than the Combiner Wars one. I will say that. Are they better than the Stunticons? I really don't think that they're better than the Stunticons. I think that Stunticons actually turned out extremely well done. There's definitely some issues all the way around, but I think that this is a bit of a step back in terms of the individual bot modes for the aerial bots compared to the Stunticons. I do think that in general, Superion is a little bit better than Menasor, but I'll get into that in due time. But yeah, there you go. I love the fact that, I mean, we just basically completed the combiners for the Constructicons and aerial bots relatively quick. I think that that's fantastic. I absolutely love it. When are we supposed to be getting more? Oh, there's Mollimer. Molly. Introducing Molly. That's one of my girlfriend's cats. You guys are gonna have fun trying to figure out all the names of these cats. It's the Combaticons. Why do we only have one? Why? I mean, we've been shown pictures of other ones like Brawl, I think, but we only got Vortex, and I haven't even found Vortex yet. So why are they going so slow with Vortex? But the Constructicons and aerial bots, they went really fast with. Who knows? I have no idea. But I'm excited about them, and I hope that they do continue on. I don't know how they're. I cannot wait. I really hope that they do the Technobots and Computron. Computron has always been my favorite combiner. But for all intent and purposes, I think what they're doing with these combiners now is a marked improvement over the regular Combiner War ones. I just think that especially the individual modes, even though they're a little bit weaker, I still think that they're much better. But I think that overall the combined mode looks amazing. I think most people are going to keep these in the combined form with Superion. So I think that they're terrific. So there you go, guys. There's my look at the new Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Skydive and Fireflight. As I said, I picked mine up from Big Bad Toy Store, which if you click on the link down in the video description, you will swing on over there and you can add these guys to your collection today. If you have stuck around this long, I would appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up button. That's something that you should have done as soon as this video popped up on your feed to watch the video. Let's see if we can get, I challenge everybody, let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video. Let's see. Is it possible? Who knows? But beyond that, guys, that's it. Thanks all for tuning in and watching. Until next time, this is Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.